Dusan Veletic, welcome to Team Sauerland, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you.
Welcome aboard. You're an exciting young heavyweight. You've been sparring with some of the best. A lot of experience already. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I come from Serbia. I have 5 professional fights, 4 wins. Most of my fights that I fought, my opponents were undefeated. Last one, Alban Peresvaj, he was 12-0. Before that, it was the Ukrainian guy, Stanislav Kutin, 9-0. Before that, German guy, Robin Och, he was 6-0. So, I was always the underdog, and I, beat them. So that's how I kind of made my mark. And, people saw me, called me for sparring. I went to a lot of places in the last maybe year and a half. So, yeah, I got a lot of experience in the last year and a half.
One thing that certainly I noticed about your record, and I think a lot of others will as well, is yes, it's still in the early days of your professional career, but they're all winning records. Your debut was against a fellow debutant, but then after that, like you say, Robin Och 6-0, Andrei Pesic, he's 9-2, Stanislav Kutin, he's 7-0, and then Alban Peresvaj is 12-0. They're not all winning. They're mainly unbeaten records, and you've gone in and done what you've done.
Yeah, that's kind of how I made my mark. I never had went to Olympics or anything, so I gotta be apart from the crowd. So I gotta do something that no one wants to do, and that's how I got my shot.
You've been sparring lately with a fellow Team Sauerland heavyweight, someone who speaks very highly of you. Filip Hrgovic gave you a glowing recommendation. Just tell us a little bit about your time with Filip.
It was amazing. I was there for 3 weeks. It was a lot of sparring, a lot of training with him. Because we speak the same language. He was very friendly to me. His trainers also. It was one of the best things I had in my life. It was very amazing. It was like my life changer for me, actually.
And he's just one of the heavyweight top tables, if you like, that you've been in with. Who else have you been in with recently?
So I sparred Veletic. I'm right now in Poland. I'm sparring him again for the 3rd time. I sparred Mairis Briedis. I sparred with Povetkin. I sparred with Hrgovic. I sparred with who else? So yeah, Alen Babic I sparred with Milun. He's also a good guy from Croatia. He's also a friend of Alen's. I sparred Dilan Pashovic. He's a Montenegro boxer. That's all in the last year and a half. So yeah.
So what kind of style are you bringing to the table then? If you've been in with all these guys, I mean, you're talking the likes of Briedis and Hrgovic and others there. They all have different styles. What do you bring forward?
I think I'm the thing that I have is agility and speed. My head movement. I'm in and out. A lot of like my people I fight or anyone, they miss me a lot. They can't catch me, and like I kind of go like my hands are kind of down when I fight. So it's just like mostly speed, agility, and counterattacks. Yeah, that's the thing. Like for heavyweight, I'm very, very fast. I think and explosive.
Now you're welcome to Team Sauerland. How happy are you to be a part of the team? What made you want to come to Sauerland?
Actually, Filip Hrgovic. I talked with him a lot, and really like I kind of I talked with him a lot, and I asked him for like a lot of advice and professional because I'm kind of new to this, and he's in the this game for a long time. He's a like top guy, and he talked to me with told me a lot of stuff that happens in this boxing professional, and I think for me it's the best. Sauerland, it's close, it's Europe and everything, and yeah, so that's why I chose Sauerland.
And just finally, Dusan, what ambitions do you have? Where do you see yourself going in the next 1, 2, 5 years? Where do you see yourself?
Well, I'm actually young. I'm 25 only, so I just take it one step at a time. So it's just year by year. But I think I can make an impact in the heavyweight division. Every person I sparred, they kind of like, who is this guy? Like this is my third, like here in Poland. It's my 3rd time coming here in Poland with Veletic. He was my first sparring. He's like, oh my god, pretty good. And like most of the sparrings I actually all the sparrings I went to, I was like the main sparring in like Povetkin. I was sparring for like 5 rounds. Me first 5 rounds. Then like 2 other guys sparred like 2-3 rounds each. Same thing here, like in Poland, I was sparring Veletic first 5 rounds by myself. Then the 2 other guys sparred 3 or 2 rounds. So it's like mostly me, So yeah, so that's that's like I'm on this level already by myself, kinda. And when I once start training with a really good trainers, a good promotion, Sauerland, and good team, I think I can make top 10, I think, boxers.
Was that for the Dillian Whyte fight, the Povetkin training?
No, actually, it was for Michael Hunter.
Michael Hunter. Okay, good.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, listen, Dusan, it's been a pleasure to get to know you. We look forward to working with you, and alongside Mairis Briedis and Filip Hrgovic, we're stocking up with the big fellas now. So we look forward to some exciting times moving forward.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Thank you once again.